Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Schimmelhorn and you guys are watching Drawing, Illustrations, and Art. In this video I am taking a traditional piece. This was a black and white piece. I just recently had uploaded this on my social media, so maybe you guys know what this is. But I took the face of the Elder Dragon drawing where it was fishing, and I sort of cropped it and whatnot. To create something out of this. One thing that I forgot to put in that drawing and almost in this was horns, and so that's what I'm doing today, is I'm sort of just creating these horns. And at some point I'm going to bring reference in, probably right about now. No, see, I'm not that good. And what? Anyways, right now. I'm using rams as reference for horn. I wanted an idea of what it was going to be like for the horns to be coming out of the head, and so that was my thinking. Eventually I change the reference I'm using because there's better ones that I had that sort of fit this pose. Right here I'm just playing around with lights and darks, trying to add some form at this point. Here you see me kind of just resize it so that there's some type of perspective. There is some stuff that's like off and whatnot that I could have fixed, but I just didn't. And then right here I'm trying to follow the direction of the hair leading up to the horn so that it looks like the horn is popping out of this dragon's head. And so this is something that has always been hard for me to do, so I'm actually really happy with how this has currently turned out. Let me know what you guys think of it down below and whatnot. Now I'm going to just use this both in my stores and in for reference. That's the whole point of doing this and so forth. This will be the next drawing that I do. Anyways, I'm adding more form and now some texture. When you increase the size of this brush, it sort of gives a nice little texture. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to follow the curves and the ridges of this horn for this ram and whatnot. Until I get something that I like. And then I just do the same to the other horn. Right, adding some more light. At some point we're going to come in here with color. We're going to use a glaze brush and so forth. I really liked how that turns out. But right now I am adjusting these ridges, making parts of it darker and parts of it lighter so that it pops a little bit. I want some detail in it, but I don't want a lot of detail in it. I don't want to take away from the beak and everything else, the frontal part of the drawing. Otherwise, it's going to look very, very detailed. And then right here what I did was I created a layer. I lowered the opacity of the layer, and I believe I lowered the opacity of the brush. I grabbed it's like a charcoal brush, right? I'm using Sketchbook Pro here, and so forth. But I like how it just added some texture to that. Now I'm going in and just glazing this, adding some oranges and some browns, and also using my reference image as a palette. And I tried to use a glow brush there, but I didn't like how the glow brush ended up, how it just looked. And then I added some yellows and whatnot. Just didn't like how that ended up. But the really cool thing is I can just go back in, go over top of it because it's digital and it's not traditional, and it's just very forgiving. And so that's what I do, is I go back over top of it and I work over it until I get something that I like. Just trying to do the same thing and go over those ridges. Here I am working on the darker parts of the horn and so forth, and I try to use the glow again. I didn't want to give up on it, but I then go back in and I just work around it, blending things out, trying to adjust things, just trying to see what will work and what won't work, right? And so on and so forth. More light stuff, right? Anyways, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my shops, both at the drawing, illustration, and art website and at my Redbubble store, which is open right now. I'm still trying to add as much stuff, and really just right now I'm focused on traditional stuff and turning newer stuff into like stickers and so forth, creating stuff like this. Anyways, see you guys next time.